playing Mass Effect 2, continuing where I left off last time. I'm sorry my mic dropped out last time, didn't get any of the audio footage, the voice footage anyway, you got the gameplay of course. So, missed out on me talking trash about Jacob and other stuff I said, whatever. Alright, so let's get straight on with the action. I think I've done with Omega now. And so I shouldn't be docking. Oops. I clicked the wrong button, my bad. Hey, I can have Garrus now, and I think it's going to be... I mean, Zaid is actually pretty good, but Garrus... I think it's going to be more useful to have the sniper on board. Oh, I have lots of squad points. Where did that happen? I don't care about the... I've got the Inferno Grenade. I'm going to... Basically, I'm going to skip on the ammo types. I'm going to keep Disruptor ammo, I'm going to keep my Inferno Grenades, and Combat Mastery and Adrenaline Rush and Concussive Shot, and I'm just going to ditch the other two ammo types. And just like focus on my points elsewhere, because it's always better to specialise a bit. Anyway, I think it's always good to get this up earlier, just to make sure you get to the right level on the Renegade bar, so you can actually, make the conversation, use the conversation options. And yeah, I want to get Concussive Shot because it's really handy. So I'll get towards that at least. Miranda. Both really handy. And when it comes down to it, this isn't actually that helpful because she doesn't even do that much damage anyway. Although that increases the entire squad's health because that's okay. That's handy. That's really useful. I'll keep that. Yeah, fresh. Only just got him, so all his points are free. He definitely wants some more killing power, and I'll give him concussive shot as well. I'll get overload next time. But while I've got Miranda, I don't really need his overload. Although having two overloads at once is handy because then you can pile them both on one target and do a lot of overload damage and take down the shield quickly. I don't want him having the incisor, it's just not that good a weapon. And the Mattock is for close range combat, not long range combat. Sorry, the assault rifle slot is for close range combat, not long range combat. He has the sniper for long range, so I'll give him a gun that's better for close range. Yeah. Miranda, she's good. And yeah, I don't think there was anything else I needed to actually do here, so I'm just gonna leave. Sorry.
Works for me.
Oh. Let's try that again. Right. Where's my? I actually have a clue what I'm doing. I really have no idea. What am I doing?
No
Chambers, what am I doing?
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with him. Anyway.
Yeah, sure
how
you
may I
wouldn't.
help you, Commander?
Okay, what the hell?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Oh,
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
surely they should have just put those options that were under the investigate menu directly under the let's chat menu. It didn't serve any purpose to have the extra layer of menu except to waste my time. Is there some sort of meeting? No, because that triggers automatically when there is. Any upgrades? Nope, I think I did that already last time. I'm all over the place right now, so let's see if I can get my head straight. There we go. Let's have a look at the journal. So, yep, side mission. That's the mission, but I don't have any direct action on that yet. Side mission. Yeah, right, that's what I'm doing. I'm collecting these guys to up my army of mooks and followers. And a bunch of stuff on the side. Right, okay. So, yeah, it's the Warlord and the Convict. Let's just jump out and see where it takes me. Right, so not going to mess around with Project Overlord or any of the other expansion pack stuff yet. So it's the Krogan on the Convict. The Convict is kind of funny. Actually whines a lot, but she's kind of funny. Oh yeah, I should start exploring these planets for resources. Like, I am going to run out of resources eventually. And it's just, while I'm here, I might as well, you know, dig around. Because sometimes you do get some useful stuff out of it, as well as the resources. One thing I think they could have done better in the mission prep is kind of giving you an idea of what sort of weapons would be useful in the upcoming encounter. Like, because this is all inside a spaceship, I don't think a sniper is going to be a good choice. So I'm going to take Zaid rather than Garrus. But some missions, it's really worth having some snipers on board, I think. I mean, it's always a bit iffy saying it's worth having them on board because they don't do much damage. But, you know, it's that tiny little boost that you get, which can make all the difference at higher levels of difficulty. Yeah, the difference between success and failure on a mission can just be like 1% extra efficiency, if it's a close call. So it's in those situations when you're really on the hard difficulty that your allies can make the difference, even though they don't make much difference.
Your package is being prepped and you can claim it shortly. As this is a high-security vessel, you need to relinquish your weapons before we proceed.
Yeah, go to hell.
I'll relinquish one bolt. Where do you want?
Everyone stand down. Commander, I'm Warden Curie, and this is my ship. The weapons will be returned on the way out. You must realize this is just a standard procedure.
It's actually kind of weird that you get to do this.
I'm not surrendering my gun. Period.
Like, yeah, actually...
Let them proceed. Our facility is more than secure.
It would have been less weird if you had some reason to suspect this facility of betraying you. You know, then it would be reasonable to be very defensive of your weapons, but otherwise, I mean, as long as the prison ship doesn't have a reputation for screwing people over, it's reasonable not to go in armed. At least it's not if you're going into the general population areas. Because obviously they have to keep security up, because they've got lots of really dangerous criminals on board. People wandering in with guns, bad for that.
Self-contained modular unit. I've blown a few out the airlocks as an example. The ship is made up of 30 cell blocks identical to this one. We house thousands of criminals.
They should have made that number bigger. It should have been like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. I mean, 10,000? Even thousands is just not many. You know, we're in a
Have you had any escape attempts?
huge world with many people in. 1,000 convicts is like nothing. It's a drop in the ocean of convicts from all the world planets in the setting.
We have many ways to control the population. I'm going to confirm that the funds from Cerberus cleared. Our processing is straight down this hallway. Just keep going past the interrogation rooms and the Supermax wing.
This is, of course, where it gets suspicious. The fact that they're not escorting me is actually weird. Like, again, in prisons, you know, the guards escort you everywhere. So it's weird that they don't escort you directly. I have to wonder if they even looked into what prisons are like when they were making this place.
Torture unchanged. Not the subject, not the torturer himself. Never found torture worth the price myself.
You sissy.
Is there something I can do for you?
You know, if I knew what he was doing, I'd be able to make this decision more easily. I'm just going to pick the
Whatever you
renegade
do
option.
probably deserves worse.
He certainly does.
Hey, guy, if you're buying prisoners, man, I don't care where you take me or what you do to me. It's gotta be better than this.
Wow, you don't know how twisted my imagination is.
Yeah. Forget what I just said. I don't want to go nowhere with you.
I should go.
Wish I could go.
That was really sad.
I hear the screaming in your head. It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to relate to him. I don't hear the screaming in my head as much now. And again, super suspicious. Big empty room. Oh, like you could make it slightly more suspicious by putting gun turrets in the corners, but even then, it would still be a trap, obviously. And this guy, this unarmed guy, is going to try to make me.
My apologies, Shepard. You're more valuable as a prisoner than a customer. Drop your
You're
weapons
really
and
bad
proceed
at
to
taking
the Soviet
prisoners.
cell. You will not be harmed.
Go to hell. I'll send you there myself.
Why did they close the door though? Like they should have left the door open to try and capture me.
Hostile! Affirmative. Easy enough? You bet. Gotcha.
Hell of a shot.
Night, night. I'm on it.
Gotcha. Firing an impact shot.
Not a problem.
Reinforced processing. Shepard is loose.
Yeah, you should have had like 200 guards ready for me. That might have given you enough to have a chance.
Firing concussive shot.
Understood. Nice shot.
Whoa. Might actually want to back up a bit here.
Understood.
On it. Start clear.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we're getting into shotgun ranges.
Here we go.
Miranda, get out of my way.
Taking cover.
That all he's got.
Easy enough.
Firing an impact shot. Here we go. You got it.
Ah. It glitched out there. Yeah, it doesn't let me lean around this corner properly. That's bad design.
If we hack that control, every door on the cell block opens.
It's the only way.
I'm doing it. Be ready.
That's Jack?
Oh my god, it's a girl that's a convict. What a horrifying shock. Ah. They really tried so hard to set that up. But the way they avoid gendering her on the way in made it pretty obvious that something was up. Like, it was either going to be female or asexual. Sorry, yeah, agender, whatever you want to call it.
We have to get down there. Warning. Sounds like heavy fight.
And the thing is, they set her up as just so dangerous, but there's no way she could even do half of this when you actually start using her in the team. Like, you put her against one of these, and she'll just die.
This looks interesting.
So it's a really bad idea to pretend that your ally is actually that dangerous. She's not even close to it.
Sectors 7, 9, and 11 have lost life support. No survivors.
Long range combat. I'm actually going to go sniper on this. Well, that blocks my line of fire, doesn't it? Gotcha. Ah.
All prisoners, return to your cells immediately, or I'll open every airlock on this ship.
Maybe I should just let them fight. Oh, come on, Miranda, what are you doing? She's run out there on her own, and she's standing in the open. There's cover right there. Why didn't you get in cover, you silly... I'm not using meds on her. She shouldn't have run in the open like that. I'm actually not really fighting this very hard right now. I should be paying more attention. I'm not wasting my grenades on this crappy little thing. Yawn. Yeah, the AI does not handle cover sometimes. Like, this is a really bad place to take cover, because they've got these angled cover pieces, but most of the battlefield can see you here. Like, the only reason you want to take cover is if someone here was if someone was over there, but the AI can't handle that. So Miranda died because the AI sucks. I could have possibly saved her. It's just that the AI commands aren't that quick. Like, look how long it took her to respond to that command. And then she got it wrong. She took cover on the wrong side of the terrain. So it's really hit and miss to try to use the commands on your team to try to get them in the right position, unless it's like really clear like that. I think she'll get this right. Except for Zai getting in the way. Yes, she got that right. She was on the right side of the cover, the correct side of the cover, and it was a nice simple piece of cover with just one long flat surface, so the AI can handle that. But anything even remotely kind of fiddly isn't going to work with the AI, it's just going to get it wrong. I mean, you should pick your battlefields with that in mind. Don't pick battlefields that the AI is not going to be able to handle. Right. Using the wrong gun for this. Wow, I missed.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm not going to waste a shot on a guy who's almost dead.
The hull has been breached in sectors 12, 14, and 30.
Okay.
No survivors.
Incoming. Engage.
Oh.
You bet.
hell? Wow. That came out of nowhere.
Firing now. Preston!
Yeah, I'm missing a lot at the moment. Let's straighten that out. There we go. That's slightly less useless. But yeah, that wasn't good shooting for me that time. Oh. Yep, let's go high.
Engaging target.
Okay, I need to kill this thing. I need to kill it now. That was the wrong choice.
I'm on it. Attacking heavy mech.
Okay, let's get out of here. Might be worth using meds at this point. No, I'm good. I'm good. I got this. Still a lot of mooks coming for me down there. I mean, I'm going to hold the use your meds option in mind, just in case. Ah. Okay. Wow, he took it. Pretty sure that was a headshot there. Thought these guys were gonna die after one bullet to the head. Yeah, still got a few more. Come on, where you going? There he is. Boom. Headshot. Yeah, your allies get up immediately as soon as the fight's over, so I can actually use that as a reminder, as a kind of indicator for whether there's any enemies left or not. Right, I do not have enough bullets for a sustained fight, so I'm going to switch it up a bit. Let's find this remaining guy. I actually think it might be over on that far barricade there. See the blue glow that might be him. That doesn't explain why he's just sitting there doing nothing. Oh, they both died in the same spot. They're so useless. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's him. Ah. Oh, it's some boss or something. No, it wasn't. It was just marginally tougher than the other mooks. Oh, wasn't it? There's another one. That might be a head there. I don't know. Let's just advance and see what happens. And, you know, try not to die. Yep, yep. Oh yeah, I shot this guy in the head earlier, but he managed to live. Maybe it wasn't a headshot, maybe it was a body shot. Oh. That wasn't an ideal solution to the combat. I could have done with them not dying, so maybe I should have... Probably would have been better to pull back a bit and get some distance with the mech before it got so close, because it was obvious I wasn't going to... It was obvious I wasn't going to beat it before it got up on us and killed those two at least. So maybe it would have been smarter to Oops. Pull back a bit. Rather than just doing it my own. Like, it would have given a faster solution to the combat, even if I was in no danger of actually dying, really. It would have given a faster solution to the combat if I had kept them alive. Yeah, I wouldn't have had to have been as careful, and they would have had slightly more damage output.
Valuable shepherd. I could have sold you and lived like a king. But you're too much trouble. At least I can recapture.
Yeah, you just tried to pick a fight with the entirety of Cerberus. You're a moron. And a moron.
I do the hard things civil governments are unwilling to. This is for the good of the galaxy.
For a few thousand conflicts, that's it? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm taking a drink because I'm coughing. Right. Okay, let's pop this guy. Oh yeah, I remember this. I can't actually pop him because there's this barrier thing coming up. That's one. Yeah, I've got to run around trying to get to these things, don't I? Alright.
I'm on it.
Come on. Okay, let's move up.
This should scramble their systems.
Where's Miranda going? Are you kidding me? Is she going around the long way?
Now.
She's actually trying to run all the way around to get to here. I don't believe it. You suck so much.
You got it.
Enough of this. Getting close.
Easy enough.
Lock and load.
I've got it. Affirmative.
It's a good combo. I can do because if you as well as giving instructions to your team to move, you can also give them direct attack instructions without having to go through the interface. And I know if I give a command with Miranda, she'll do her shock ability, whatever it's called, overload, on someone who's got a shield, and then I can follow up immediately with an attack from Zaid, who will use his concussive shot, and that'll take out a lot of enemies very quickly, like a lot of low-end enemies, like very quickly. Oh, it's there. I've just got to pop that thing. And then get some cover. I'm actually needing more cover.
Engaging target. I'm on it.
Here we go.
Ah, shield came back up. Oh, what the hell? Oops. Right. Yeah, I think I need them back on their feet just because this is going to take too long otherwise.
We've been spotted.
Come on, guys, move up.
Easy enough.
Well, I'm really low on ammo. Huh.
Firing an impact shot.
Gotcha. You saw her coming. You should have done something a lot sooner than that.
Cerberus.
Yeah, your impotent rage is cute. Now, knock it off. We've got work to do.
What the hell do you want?
I just saved your ass.
He was already dead. You just didn't know it.
How
Now,
tough.
what the
You're so
hell do
tough.
you want?
My name is Shepard, and I'm here to get you off this ship.
I'm not going anywhere with you. You're Cerberus.
I'm offering to be your friend. You don't want to be my enemy.
Listen to Shepard. It'll save your life.
You show up in a Cerberus frigate to take me away somewhere? You think I'm stupid?
Yes, I really do. You're a convict. That takes some stupidity.
I'm offering to take you with me, and you're arguing.
We could just knock her out and take her. I'd like to see you try.
Yeah.
It might just come to that.
You'll have to kill me. Look,
Okay.
You want me to come with you? Make it worth my while.
Not being a convict? How about that? Oh.
Tell me what you think.
Ship's got lots of Cerberus databases. I want to look at those files, see what Cerberus has got on me.
But she's gauged it right. She knows
Go through those databases.
that I want her for a reason, and I mean, no, I'm not going to give you anything. Forget it.
Shepard, you're not authorized to do that. Oh, it upsets the cheerleader. Even better. You better be straight up with me.
I never quite got why Jack calls Miranda a cheerleader.
Move out.
I mean, Miranda's hotter than Jack. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. She's not cheerleader at all. She's actually a real come down at times. I mean, it all seems like Jack's just jealous of Miranda for being hot. Even with that big jaw. I guess she's kind of a Cerberus cheerleader. Maybe that's what she means.
Welcome to the Normandy, Jack. I'm Miranda.
Like she's obviously on Cerberus's side, actively so, and she's the second in command. So
Shepard. I'm here because of our deal.
yeah,
Get
wait.
settled in, and I'll give you access soon.
Right. Might want to hurry on that. You know the damage I can do inside a frigate?
Do I need to put her in the holding cells? Just to be safe?
Yeah. No thanks, precious. I'll find my own place. Somewhere near the bottom. I don't like through traffic. Don't keep me waiting, Shepard.
Anyway, usual between mission stuff. I might actually go and chat with some NPCs this time, because it has been a long time since I've played this game, so it might be interesting. I'll get all the upgrades, because there's always going to be some NPC who's using them anyway, so... Some teammate, I mean. Well, that's always worth getting. You've seen how often I break my shields, because I'm a bit too aggressive at times. Slash reckless, you know, whatever. I like being in the heat of the action.
How can I help?
Oh,
Any
that's a
ideas on other ways
good
to
point.
prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes.
Yes, I forgot they have their own upgrade
Possibly
options.
valuable. Can show you.
Sweet. Oh. That doesn't help me or the ship very much. It just helps you when I take you on missions, which is like never. I'll get it because it's cheap. There it is.
Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on other ways?
Sorry, I've done what I can.
Yeah,
Focusing on studying
that's
collective
blah 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 blah.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier.
Yeah, because this is also how you get their side missions, so you kind of need to talk to them.
Also, other kinds need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on Genophage was more than just study.
I had a feeling you were holding something back.
Apologies, classified information, but you've earned the full story. Need to know me, what I can do, what I did. Wasn't lying completely. Initially, just did recon, but uncovered data. Troubling. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to Genophage, overcoming disease.
Now, the problem here is they're working on the premise that a race can be predestined behaving in a certain way, but people don't operate like that. They can change their minds and they can change their behavior. What the problem is the Krogan have a bad culture, a violent culture, and they just keep, raising each other in that. Changing a culture takes time, not violent interaction like this. On the other hand, the culture is a threat and it needs to be stopped. So I'm totally for the Krogan actually being restrained, so they don't go out and rampage against other civilizations. But in the long term, I think it'd be better off actually, giving them the opportunity to improve and become less of a bunch of, savages. So yeah, they're a threat.
Krogan are dangerous enough already. With an unchecked birth rate, they could endanger the whole galaxy.
Exactly. Solarian
Like, if they fix their culture so that they're not a major threat to life and civilization, then they can go ahead and breed all they want. But as long as they're going to continue to be a threat, they need to be kept caged. Effectively, they're in prison. They're in prison on their planet with low birth rate.
You were protecting galactic stability. I'm glad to see you were willing to do what was necessary.
Indeed.
It's a sucky thing to have to do, but yeah. You're not actually killing anyone by stopping them from getting pregnant.
Should get back to work. Talk more later.
So it's better than having to just massacre them every time they go on a rampage. And yeah, hopefully their culture can adapt as it interacts with civilization. Non-violent, crude, savage cultures, and they can learn to be better people and have better culture. Where are the other guys? Right. Oh, no, I don't care about you. Go away. I thought it was the lift button. I thought the AI was the lift button. Yeah, let's go chat with the rest of the crew. Get some side missions. I don't actually know if I finished talking to Morden there, because I kind of forgot what he was saying and got bored. Yeah. I think I've played too many BioWare games and kind of got tuned out most of what they say.
Should be a year old next month.
I think I paid attention the first time I played this, and then after that, just focus on which bits actually push the mission forward. We've got... yeah.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, the kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
I can hear that beeping in my right ear, which must be from the equipment in the lab, but it's driving me nuts because I'm worrying that it's somewhere in my home.
Have everything you need.
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on
No,
the
it's all in the lab, it's fine.
Only thing missing, I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy.
It's a side mission, I'll do it.
It's expensive. And we
I'll
have
probably
much-
get
See you later, Doctor.
5 XP for it or something, whatever. Right, so we got Miranda, Garros is down there, Miranda's in here.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
See, now that's worth getting. Yeah, thank you, Miranda, for offering something worthwhile to the squad, while Hamster Guy, Solarian, I can't remember his name, just get something that I would never actually really care about, and I only got because it was cheap. Yeah, I haven't done any scanning yet, so if you haven't seen it before, you don't know how slow it is, but it's so worth getting that. It's just so boring waiting for the scanner.
Aside from keeping an eye on me.
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that,
My PA?
I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
This is an important question. They need, I mean, there needs to be
but he's very clear about our goals.
something that stops them from violating rights. And, you know, Cerberus were very bad in the original Mass Effect, which is, of course, why there's this whole Cerberus drama. So the real question should be, how are they accountable? Who do they answer to? Who actually checks that what they're doing isn't actually monstrous?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification.
Why should I know that? That says more about her than it does about me. It tells me that she is sensitive about her genetic modification. She is acutely aware of it and how it makes it different from other people, and she feels like she needs to tell me about that. I don't care. Like, you're not some mutant monster that's gonna eat my face, right? So I don't care.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Yeah, there's a huge kind of massive angst behind that one line.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge.
Funny thing is, they never actually put her reflexes and strength on show in the entire game, because, you know, she's not one of the good fighters.
That's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
I'll talk to her again, see if I can get another bit.
Commander.
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
Yeah.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Yeah, I think it's something like you can only talk to them once per mission, or once per planet, going planet side. So you can't just cram in the quest-getting dialogue all at once.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
So that's ship enhancement. Yep, you can. That's a lot of platinum. Yeah, this is one of those upgrades that if you don't get it, you suffer in the end game. I might be interesting to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to not do any of these like ship upgrades, and then I'll show you the end sequence without them and then with them, and you'll just see how many people die.
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just check.
And then I'll do it properly with them, and that'll be my actual game.
Every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Serum. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd
I'm pleased to see that you're getting along with the new crew.
They're as friendly to me as people from a group like Cerberus can be. And they've got you vouching for them. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my whole squad killed.
Yeah, okay, fine,
How'd you end up
whatever.
fighting mercenaries here?
After the Normandy was destroyed, most of us went our separate ways. C-Sec asked me back, but I turned them down. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down.
Yeah.
It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started.
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren Match. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of and now they're dead. Shows what I know.
How did those mercenary gangs take down you?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people, a Turian named Sidonis, he drew me away just before the Mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him.
So he's getting very angsty about this. Like, he's going, oh, I failed, I can't possibly lead because my team died. Like, no, you've got to focus on the actual mistake he made. He let a traitor into his midst. He made bad choices for his team. He chose someone who was, you know, a traitor. And that got his team killed. I mean, those are the stakes when you're a squad leader in any sort of kind of combat situation. Make a mistake like that and everyone dies. He's lucky to have lived himself.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
And every squad leader needs to be at peace with that fact. When they make a mistake, people will die. So they just have to look for their mistakes constantly, fix them constantly, and try to catch them before they get everyone killed. Not get angsty and quit just because they make a mistake.
No, I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transfer. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Well, of course he did. It'd be dumb not to.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some.
Alright. We've got Jack in the basement. Cellar, engineering, whatever. Oh, and Zaid. It'd be more interesting if you could actually like look closely and see what's going on. Oh. Huh. That's been beaten up to hell.
That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
And the thing is, it's just so bad in actual combat. That's just a silly thing you can play with.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn
Oh yeah, he doesn't have normal dialogue, he just rambles about stuff.
Subject Zero, whatever you call her.
Gives
Hell of a
one-liners.
girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like
Huh.
that 10 years ago when we dropped blind into the Krogan DMZ. Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men.
Yeah, that's all he does though, he doesn't have proper dialogue. Which means I guess I go find Jack. Oh yeah, and here's another side quest. The technicians.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. Do you two think this is all a joke?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
Won't happen again, sir.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the
And that's just really out of place, because nowhere else on the ship does anyone do that. I mean, frankly, it seems like I'm trolling. You know, Shepard doesn't do that anywhere else. I come in here, and I have the option of saying that. It seems like it's not actually genuine. It seems like it's just Shepard taking the piss. Which is fine, of course, but, you know, if you're going to be a renegade, that's part of it.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and
That's
who's in
just
charge.
irresponsible.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already
It's probably
installed?
just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but...
This is actually a cute little thing. Like, it's kind of indicating the level of specialist knowledge these guys have over the people who actually designed the ship, who obviously they're skilled enough to design a very effective ship, but these guys have such specialist knowledge in their area, they can actually improve on it in this small but, you know, relevant way.
Carrier. Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would. Hey,
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you
I ran
use
across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done.
Yeah, I get it. You're an independent rebel. And this is probably worth having. I might use her at some point, so. She's slightly more interesting than Mordin. I remembered his name. The hamster guy is called Mordin.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm still finding out about me. Thanks for letting me look at these files.
I told you that you could see them later.
I get impatient. Bust someone out of prison, they'll probably take what they want.
Do not violate the integrity of my ship again. You won't like what happens.
Yeah, okay. But I found some interesting stuff. Your friends at Cerberus are into some nasty things.
Well, that's news.
Something I can use.
Moron.
I just know it.
What if the answers aren't what
I'm
you
not looking for answers. I'm looking for names.
What's your history with Cerberus?
They raised me in a research facility. I escaped when I was a kid. Been on the run ever since. And they've been chasing me ever since. But soon, I'm gonna chase them.
You think about this a lot, don't you?
I go to sleep with this. I wake up with it. Everyone I kill, I pretend it's the ones that did this to me.
Eesh. You need a life.
I should go.
Yep.
Right. Back to CIC, and I'll take a little break a bit and then come back.
Commander, you've received a new message.
Yeah, right. Got it. Alright, that's so I'll take a little break now, I'll come back in a few minutes.